Be that person, the one who delivers, not the talker, not the statement maker, the result maker. Confuse them with your silence and shock them with your results.
Under talk, over deliver.
There's a saying, when you build in silence, they don't know what to attack. Don't let the haters get a chance to attack you before you've done anything. Build in silence and shock them with your end result.
You must know the results will come. If you get your head down and work, you do not need to tell everyone what you're up to or who you think you're going to be. Just show them. The results will come if you get your head down and work.
Your work ethic will show in your result. Your hustle will show in your results. Your ability will show in your results. Your greatness will show in your results, never in your talk.
There's no need to tell people how great you are. When you are truly great, they will tell you.
Let your results speak for you. Let your actions speak for you. Confuse them with your silence and shock them with your results.
Your work ethic will show in your results. Your hustle will show in your results. Your ability will show in your results. Your greatness will show in your results, never in your talk.
Right, guys, what's going on? It's your boy Larry Wheelz, and we are back with another Team No Boss Lifestyle Training. What? 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 Did y'all think that we was gonna be able to do that? I didn't. I was about to quit. I was about to give up. I was about to throw the towel in. But you know what? I had a nation behind me. I had a whole team that said, Larry, we waiting, man. What's going on? What's good? And so now we're here. And tonight will be the big reveal. Okay, so if you're here with me, congratulations, welcome, like showing up. We can ready to have some fun. I'm going to show y'all a lot of money that we're about to make in the next 14 days, preferably, but then more than likely in the next every day, right? All right, so here's the thing, guys. Let me start from the top. Give me 1 second. Let me grab everything. All right, so making sure we good, making sure everything is recording. Give me 1 second, guys. Now I can see the comments, but in real time, I can't see them in real time. So if y'all see me walking back and forth around the screen, it's because I'm looking at your comments and I don't want to leave nobody out. Okay, my name is Larry Wheelz for those who don't know me. And I've been in business and I've been in marketing. I've been in sales. I've been in pretty much every part of business that you can name. Every aspect of business that you can think about. I've pretty much not only been in it, but I've dissected it, I've conquered, and I've been able to implement it into my own life to make it work for me, right? That implementation has allowed me to quit my job, become a full-time entrepreneur from Baltimore City, right? Zip code was like 21224, anybody's from Baltimore. And that's where I grew up at, in the hood, trying to make a living, okay? And so that didn't work out too fine, and that's why I became an entrepreneur, and I'm pretty sure it's not working out fine for you, and that's why you're trying to become an entrepreneur. So one thing you're gonna understand about me is that I'm super transparent, really realistic, because I have to be. If I'm not realistic with you, then who else wanna be? And that's why I'm looking you right in your eyes while I'm telling you this. So if you're in my team, my goal is to get you the result, period. If you don't want a result, leave, okay? I didn't say my goal is to try to get you a result. That's a difference. That's somebody that's guessing. That's somebody that's trying to sell your product and make some money so that he can hope to get your result. Okay, that's not me. My goal is to get you the result. That's the goal. Now, why am I so confident that I'm going to get you a result? Because I solved the problem. Okay, so I'm gonna let every single person know right now, this company right here, NBL Business, does not exist to solve your problem. It doesn't. It exists for one reason. I'm gonna write it up here so we won't forget it. I might have to point back to it. It exists to educate you. That's the reason that it exists. So we educate you, period. Okay? So now we got that out the way. The second reason that it exists is because I had a problem. The problem that I had was that I hate going to work. No, that ain't no problem. The problem I had, y'all, was that I hated my job. Like, if hate had like 3 different meanings to it, okay? Me hating my job would have been the epitome of those 3 meanings. That's how much I did not like going to work. My schedule was from Sunday through Thursday. I never worked Fridays and Saturdays, and I'm talking about my whole career. Okay, I'm 41 years old, guys. I don't work in corporate America. All right, but anyway, I hate going to work. If you ever follow me, because I'm sure about it, but that's besides the point. I walked off my job one day, and it was on Friday. When I walked off my job, I knew that I would have never had to go back again. Like, I knew that I don't ever have to return to this job. Did my employees know it? Did my coworkers know it? Did anyone else know it? No. That's exactly why I played the video that I played for you guys. You know, you don't need to tell everybody you move. No one needs to know. The only person that needs to know what you're doing is the people who's paying. That's it. It's the only person that needs to know. Everybody else is irrelevant unless it's time for them to get into an environment and it's time for them to come and pay you, or it's time for you to come and teach them, or you know, give some type of value. Other than that, no one should be privy to you, your knowledge, your team, your members, their results. And that's why me and my team have a policy called no back office, which means we don't show our back office. For what? Because I can't spend your money, you can't spend mine. Right? Do you go into, when a plumber show up at your house, do you say, yo, let me see how many toilets you fixed in your portfolio? He gonna look at you like you got 3 legs. Like, what are you talking about? No, I'm about to fix your toilet. Okay, and so what I'm trying to get you to understand, guys, is that I'm not responsible for your results. You are only responsible for your results. And that's why I can't build a solution to your problem, because I didn't originate the problem. Which means if I try to build a solution for you on a problem I didn't originate, I'm pretty much guessing, right? But if I had the problem and I build a solution for my problem that originated, and then I say, hey, I just had this problem, and you see me solve that, and if you want to solve this problem, come follow my lead. And then you come follow me because you got the same problem. Now I'm not guessing about your problem because you told me you had my problem, right? And so if you got my problem and I'm ready to solve my problem, that's exactly what you're here for. You understand what I'm saying? Now, because you got the same problem, just because I'm gonna solve my problem, if you do what I do, right, follow my lead, you will solve your problem. So what's the problem? Poverty is the problem. Complacency and poverty is the second problem. And being comfortable with that is the third problem, right? And then a bigger problem is not even knowing that you're in poverty because you're so comfortable living it that you think you're living in luxury. Make no sense. If you got a car note, you're in poverty, okay? That's the bottom line. You got a car note, you are in poverty. You got a car note for? What are you leasing for? What is that even on your social security number for? It's not even supposed to be there, okay? And so what I'm going to teach you today, the reason you showed up is so that I can let you understand what NBL business is, how it's going to educate you, and then what all the rest of this crap means, okay? I don't guess in business. My specialty is taking complicated processes and breaking it down, implementing it, getting the result, then restructuring it in a way so I can present it to a team of people like you, so that when you get it, you can interpret it, understand it, so that you can, deploy it in your life and get the same result. That's what I do. That's my specialty. I don't care how complicated it is. I love learning. I'm smart. I like doing these things, okay? And so what I'm going to do for you tonight is I'm going to show you exactly the reason you showed up for the big group. We're going to do that. I'm going to also show you how we're going to pay you every day, because I don't want to waste your time for being here, okay? I'm not going to ask you to do any work, make any funnels, build any sales pages. I'm not going to ask you to do anything besides learn. And if I ask you to learn professional business and let me pay you while you do it, and I'm looking you right in your eyes and I'm saying it, will you let me do that? Yes or no? Put it in the chat, okay? And with that being said, give me 1 second. Feel good. And with that being said, let me go ahead and let's get the date started. Okay, and please, guys. Well, I'll talk about that later. Let's not talk about that right now. All right, so now let me give you guys a good understanding of what's going to happen. I'm going to give you exactly what is in my head. I do not guess in business because I build it for myself, right? This is the company, and me and my partners are building up and break the whole thing down. You're going to learn how to get paid, and then you're going to make a decision, okay? So let's rock out, all right? And so I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm very transparent. I'm not, it's about to get real. So if you got like a faint of heart, you're not the type of person that don't like tough conversations, this is the point where you should depart the room, because it's about to get heated up in here. Okay? Hold on, guys. Something just happened. 1 second. Is my umbrella. Okay, cool. Global impact. Global impact is my umbrella corporation. Okay. Global impact is an LLC. Okay. The program that we're about to introduce you to is a program called I Am Business Pro. Okay, I Am Business Pro. It stands for I Am a Business Professional. That's what it stands for. All right, and with I Am Business Pro, our goal is to teach you how to turn business credit into passive income that you don't have to pay back using a low risk LLC attached to your EIN number. Okay, I'm gonna say it again. I Am Business Pro is going to teach you how to turn business credit into passive income that you don't pay back. Right? That's what we're going to teach you. Okay? We're going to start off giving you $20,000 in funding. With this $20,000, just so everyone's clear, okay? This $20,000 is going to start your Dun & Bradstreet credit report. Let me move up some. Right? So this $20,000 is going to jumpstart your Dun & Bradstreet credit report. How do we do that? A Dun & Bradstreet credit report is a social security number for your business versus a social security number for your personal life. We're going to jump into that as soon as I erase this board. But listen to this. That $20,000 comes from trade lines. Okay? Trade lines. What is a trade line? A trade line is pretty much a trade line is a company that allows corporations to get funded and buy stuff for the business. That's what it is. A trade line is a company that allows corporations to get funded and buy stuff based on your classification code when you filled out your EIN and your LLC. If that classification code and your purchases match up, you will be 100% fine, and more people will see that. And as Dun & Bradstreet report everything you're doing, more and more people is going to ask you for money. We got a master class, and I walk through that step in the second half of the master class. We won't go through that now, but that's pretty much the gist of it, okay? So my goal is to show you how to grab $20,000. How long do that take? Well, it's real simple. It takes 14 days. That's it. It takes 14 days, okay? So This is what happens in the 14 days. In 14 and 7 days, you're going to be learning, like I said, let me put it back up here. I told you I was going to point to it. So I said I'm going to educate you, right? So in 14 days, you're going to be going through a rigorous education. Is it hard? No, it's fun, right? It's very fun because you're going to be learning things. What are you going to be learning? You're going to be learning the difference between, well, you're going to be learning why, let me say this. You're going to be learning the benefit of having an EIN versus, the benefits of using your EIN versus using your social security number. That's what you're going to do. Okay, because it's a whole business world and you are privy to it. Business is business. Business is business is business. It doesn't matter. Every human being on earth has two lives. They have a business life and they have a personal life. Your cash flow is your business life. I don't care where you get it from. That's your business life. So what you want to do is that when you get your cash flow, understand that it's business life that you're getting cash flow from. Whether it's a 9 to 5, you're going to a business and they're paying, right? You own your own company, you're running a business and you're getting paid. Okay, you're selling products and services, you're in somebody else's company. Anytime you get money, it's business. Treat it as such. And then what you want to do is draw, and put a steel beam, a steel wall in between your business life and your personal life. And when you do that, you don't let nothing affect the other. Because if you got a messed up personal life and you broke, that's just a bad situation, okay? So let your personal be your personal, let your business be your business, put that iron wall between it and separate the two. And for rule of thumb, family always come first, okay? Bottom line, it's real simple, make it simple, okay? Now, when you do that, then I can educate you because now you're focused, okay? I'm not here to educate you and say, oh, watch these couple videos, put up these trainings, what you're used to. I'm not a guru. I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm not here for you to purchase nothing from me. I'm here to do none of that. I'm here to educate you because I think it's fun getting money, right? I used to teach sales and marketing and now I just give it away, right? I used to do all those things and now I just give it away. We're going to talk about that in a little bit, but my goal is to teach you about the world of money because you can get transactions faster than you can make sales, okay? This is the world of money. The first 7 days, all you're going to be doing is looking over some videos, about 3 to 5 minutes long, understanding that you have to use business credentials and not residential credentials in order to grab this money. Okay, you're going to understand the process and you're going to set that process up for the first 7 days. The next 7 days, one $5,000 trade line account per day for 5 days in a row. It's like 7 minutes filling out a paper. If you got your low risk LLC. On day 1, you watch a 2-minute video, right? You follow along, okay? And you fill out the paper. And you press a button that says submit. Okay, day 2, do the same thing. Watch a 2-minute video, you follow along, and you fill out the paperwork, and you click a button that says submit. Okay, now every time you click that button, that's day 1, that's day 2, it's gonna be day 3, day 4, day 5, and every time you click that button, $5,000 to $7,000 will appear in your possession. If you don't believe me, leave. I don't have it. That's what's going to happen. Then you're going to do this one. Another $5,000 to $7,000. Now you can do this with me for the next 14 days, or you can go do what you've been doing for the next 14 days and see who come up with the most money. Okay, I'm just giving you options here. That's all I'm doing. I'm giving you options. Let me check the chat. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. All right, cool. Perfect. All right, let me see who we got up on here. I ain't even call y'all out right now. All right, so I see Will. What's going on, Will? I see Berkman. I see Eric. What's going on, Mr. Salisbury? I see James Matt. I see my man Keenan. I see Maya. I see Vanessa. I see Liz. I see a bunch of people. So how y'all doing? Okay, cool. So let's keep rocking and rolling, okay? So do you want to do this for the next weeks, or you want to do whatever you've been doing? Now, here's the good news. You can do this and do that, and then compare and see which one makes you the most, and then make a decision at the end of the 14 days and say, should I keep doing that, or should I do this? Okay, it's a decision, all right? So now you understand the process of what I Am Business Pro is going to do for you. Are we clear? Any questions about what it can do for you? And if you understand, I don't care if you're showing up live or if you're watching the replay, right? I understand. So you understand. I'll look at the comments and I'll see you understand. And then I won't have to think about, I wonder if they got that. Just tell me, all right? Let me go guess what we're getting, okay? All right, so boom. So we understand what we're doing in the next 14 days, okay? Why does this process exist and what am I doing it for? Okay, so why are we doing it? So this is what I'm talking about. Why are we doing it? Okay? I'm gonna give you a real easy example. So to save us from a long explanation, and I'm gonna show y'all my genius when it comes to teaching so you understand. Okay, so we're gonna talk about the economy right now. When people are like, oh man, we're gonna talk about the economy. I know, right? We're gonna talk about the economy, and it's gonna be like less than a minute and a half. You're gonna understand exactly this, okay? So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna draw a circle, right? And we're gonna call this the Earth. So this circle represents the place where we live, all right? And now on Earth, the Earth is made up of literally 3 types of people, okay? You have 3 types of people. You have rich people, you have poor people, and then you have an invisible person nobody sees, right? Rich people, you have poor people, and then you have a invisible person that nobody sees. Who's the invisible person? Right? Let me break it down for you. So if there's rich people, there's poor people, there's an invisible person nobody sees, and that's normally the middleman. Okay. Give me one second, let me show them. Yeah. Okay. And so then we'll split it up like that. All right. So on this side is called the low hanging fruit. Raise your hand or say yes if you consider yourself low hanging fruit. Okay. This side is also called poor people. Raise yourself if you consider yourself poor. This side is also called poverty. Raise your hand if you think you're in poverty. Let me check the chat. Right? All that makes up is a consumer. That's what that is. Let me write it bigger so y'all can see it. That's the consumer. Okay? A consumer makes up 97% of the marketplace. A consumer makes up 97% of the marketplace. Okay? Then these are called poor people. You got poor people in the world. All right? If you lose your job and you don't have no income for a year, are you still in a great position? If not, you're poor. You in this side of the land. All right? If you do got a job and you lose it and you still be straight, that don't mean that you're poor. That just means that you're still living in poverty because you're working. Right? Abundance is forever, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all about that. But so this is the consumer side of things. All right. Then you got The rich people. That ain't even rich people. I'm gonna break it down better than that, because y'all ain't gonna get it if I say rich. So we ain't gonna talk about poor and rich no more. Scratch that out the head. No more poor and rich. No more poor and rich. What we're gonna do, what we're gonna talk about right now is corporate. Okay, this makes up to 3%. Okay, so corporate America makes up to 3%. All right, the goal, the object, right? Bring this over here. The object is simple. Move you out of the 97%. That's what's up, Mike. Saying that's what's up. I see that, and I see you raise your hand, King. That's look. If you want your the reason why a lot of people stay broke is because they're scared to admit that they broke. Okay, don't let that be your problem. Fix it. It's a simple issue. Fix it. I'm gonna teach you how to fix it. Right? I had to stop myself from being broke, and then I had to stop my team from being broke. So just right. Then it's the third person. Third person. It's the system, right? That's the third person, the system. With the system, what's the system? Well, you got food stamps, you got housing, right? You got loans, like payday loans and everything else. You got cash assistance. You got Medicaid. Right, you got SSI benefits, you got retirement, you got unemployment, you got everything in the system. Pretty much everything in the system. Okay, so what's the problem with this? If you're a 97%, you are paying these people over here in corporate. So if you're a consumer, you're paying money to corporate every single day. If I was to give you $100 right now, and then you go outside, what are you going to do with $100? You're going to put that in an investment, or 9 times out of 10, are you going to pay it to a corporation? I don't care what you buy with it. If you go outside and you buy a pair of socks, if you go to the store, you buy a pack of now leaders, you buy like a bag of chips, you go get some kale from the farm or the supermarket, you're paying a corporation. Okay, this is why they live in the 3%. This is why they call you low-hanging fruit. Because you're low hanging. You ain't trying to be in this perceived type of situation because you think you got to go through marketing, you think you got to go through sales, and you think you have to have a company that is serving people in order to be considered a 3%er. That is the most furthest. That is why people stay broke, because we are scared to educate ourselves because it's expensive, right? That's the only thing. And then we don't know who to get the education from. So we rely on another corporation. We rely on another corporation, right? Which is Google. And so we go in this corporate and we ask that corporation, please teach me how to stop paying you money. And we expect them to tell us the truth. And then we kick our money, we get some traction, then we realize we still confused. If you feel like that, raise your hand. And if you don't want to feel like that, let's keep rocking. I'm gonna change it tonight. It's gonna change instantly. Okay, so what's gonna happen is this. As a 97%er, you are sitting here not collecting money. You don't have any, you're not a corporation. So is anybody giving you money? Guess what? I was a corporation for the last 15 years. And I've been getting money as a corporation all of that time, right? If you get money as a corporation with consumer credentials, you run into mad problems. PayPal start holding your money, bank account down, private accounts get shut down, merchant accounts go away. You can't get hold of it. Why do merchants hold your money? Because of your low risk LLC code, because of your SIC code. On your LLC, on your EIN, there's an SIC code. And if your code say high risk, right? or in high risk, then that means that you ain't supposed to be getting this money. And that's because your code is just social security number. So if you got a sole proprietorship and use your social, you got a sole proprietorship, use your home address, you are considered a consumer and you are considered a 97%er. So if you go do anything as merchants, they do not recognize the difference. It don't even matter. You might as well tear that thing up and throw it in the trash, or use your social, one of them, because it's pointless. It's a waste of time. You're not doing anything but looking pretty. That's all you're doing. Okay? I'm trying to teach you how to be a professional. Be a professional, not act like a professional. There's a difference, guys. Because when you are a professional, money comes to you in hordes. Okay? So just understand that. All right? Now, so here's the thing about it, though. When you are 97%, you are paying consumers. I mean, you're paying corporations, you're 3%. What I'm going to teach you how to do when I teach you how to get this this $20,000 is that you will instantly, in 14 days, you will no longer be considered the 97%. Your paperwork will say corporate. When you walk into banks, you'll be corporate. When you do everything else, you'll be corporate. Let me tell you the difference between walking in the bank as a corporation and as a consumer, okay? So you go into the bank as a consumer, and you go to open up a checking account. So the first thing you're gonna do, they're gonna say, hey, what's your ID? Give me your ID. Now the first thing you're gonna say, they say, put your name on this list. You write your name down. They're gonna say, what you here for? You're gonna say, open up a checking account. The person will, I'm gonna get it. Someone if you gonna get it. So they're gonna take you better back, and they're gonna say, give me your ID. You pass me your ID. They're gonna say, give me your social security number. You're gonna pass me your social security number. And they're gonna say, okay, so we gotta take your social and we gotta put it in the system. It's supposed to be good. We gotta put it in the system, and then we're gonna run a credit check, and then we're gonna run a check system check to make sure that you don't owe no bank in America no money, or else we can't. All that. Listen to all that, y'all. Just listen to it. Just hear how that sounds. Okay, I haven't did that since I was like, whew. It's a long time ago. That's why they call it low-hanging fruit. You get no respect. You have no power and nothing. They treat you like, well, I wonder if, okay? When you get your low risk LLC EIN in a low risk code, they give you a paperwork, and they give you a paper called Articles of Organization. Okay? Your Articles of Organization comes in a so it comes in a package. It's like a FedEx package in the mail. It comes in a UPS, whatever the case may be, or you can print it offline when you get it. However you get it, you take that paper to the bank and you tell them the same thing. They say, sign your name on the list. You need to put your full name. So I go in the bank and I say L. I don't even put my full name. I just put L because I don't feel like writing out a lot of stuff. I just put L, and then I put, open a checking account. Now I don't even put that. I put I don't put open a checking account. I put L and I put Articles of Organization. I just write Articles of Organization, checking account, something like that. So when the person come and look, they see Articles of Organization. They instantly know what that means. So when I went in the bank and I did that, Bank of America might I add, right? And I've been in Bank of America to open up a personal check too when I was working in corporate America. It wasn't the same experience, and by a long shot. Give my Articles of Organization to the bank person, right? And the branch manager say, "Come on, I need to take like half. Come on, let's go to the back." We go to the back. Let me see. Okay, I got to put this in the system exactly the way. Is this how you spell it, or is this how it? Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. Great. So we have all these products that you qualify for. You can get, and they just start running down money products, financial products that they have in Bank of America that you qualify for as soon as you give them your Articles of Organization, guys. That's the difference. Okay. Whereas during the consumer land, they asking me to give them $25 to put in my checking account because it might be a fee and they got to make sure, whatever the case may be. In corporate world, they ready to give you money when that code right. Let me explain to you why it's so important. When you have your EIN in your low risk LLC, you are simply telling the government, you're telling the bank systems, you're telling everybody in America, I am not a lazy person. I know exactly what you know, and that's why my low risk LLC, that's why my LLC is low risk. That's why it's not registered to my home address. That's why I don't have it under my cell phone number, right? That's why you see my credentials the correct way all the way through, and I don't even have a Gmail or free email account. And so when you tell them that, you're telling them, they looking at you like, he is a smart person to be educated, give him money. That's one thing. The second thing on why they make that decision is that he is disciplined enough that if we give this person this money, that they're going to know what to do with it. They're going to take care of it, because 97% of the world don't know this stuff. That's just the bottom line. Okay, so let me stop right here. Every single one of you guys that's listening to this presentation, you can have this training for free tonight. You can get it. I'm gonna give it to you. Week 1, you can have it. Because whether you come and do $20,000 with me or not, I didn't build this to help you. Like I said, I built it to help me and my family and to create generational wealth, right? That's what I did. And if it can do that for my family, I'm an entrepreneur from the heart, y'all. I'm not a millionaire only because I wanted to build something that I can take the world with, the world that I live in, not the world that everybody else lives in. The world I come from, you know, we had to go outside and get on the bus for school. We had to walk home through neighborhoods that wasn't pleasant at all, right? We had to duck and dodge bullets in every place that I've known imaginable until I was able to pull myself out of poverty and get my mind right. And when I did that, I seen a land of people, a land of a world that I never even knew existed. And when I came back to explain that land to the people in the world that I come from, you don't believe me. And that's it. You're so used to losing that you block yourself from winning. This is the easy. Right? It's so easy, in fact, that I gave my business partner a video. Maybe it was an hour and 90 minutes long. It had everything that I'm going to be teaching my entire team over the course of the next year in 1 hour and 45 minutes long. Okay, I met my partner. I was in another company. I had $300,000 jumping off. I was teaching everybody a bunch of stuff, and I shut that income down because the stuff that I was teaching everybody, they could not win with because it was sales and marketing material, and they was not educated. They was not business professionally educated. So they didn't understand the concept of how do you actually put together a marketing campaign that has strategic position, that has strategic positioning. It has the perfect copy, words to make people buy things. It has offers embedded throughout every transaction that you're going to ask for. Some of you guys can't even fathom the fact that these things exist, let alone know what they mean, right? And so if I'm trying to teach you how to market a product for a corporation and you have no business education, but you're trying to market some problem that's a solution to a problem that you didn't originate, you are walking backwards to success. You walking backwards to success. Success will be like this. That was funny, y'all. That was hilarious. A bank teller. No, I wasn't the bank teller. It was the branch manager. That's who gets you the accounts, branch manager. But right, you walking back to success. You don't want to do that. You want to walk straight to it. You want to understand exactly what you're doing. And you want clarity. If I can't give you clarity, if the person that you learning from, are you still confused and can't give you clarity, then you should not be doing it. Okay, this is not a process where I say, oh, I think you can do it or it might work. If you fill out the paperwork, you put your name on the card, you put exactly what I tell you to fill out on the card, and you submit that, you're gonna get money. Because when I gave it to my business partner, he watched it. He was an engineer. He was working in Detroit, full-time job, 9 to 5. This man been trying to quit his job he's 43 years old now. Right? When I met him, I was 35 and he was 38. We've been working 5 years long remotely. We worked 2 of those years me trying to teach them marketing and sales, and he couldn't get it. I went to the drawing board. I shut it down. I shut $300,000 in income down. I made a product for $7. I shut it down for the simple fact that the team wasn't winning. I'm not going to keep winning and the team not winning. You know what that caused? That caused people to not like it. That caused people to say, well, I ain't getting it, so what does it matter? You're right. I agree with you. I agree with you. If I can't make you money, I don't deserve yours. That's how I feel. You understand what I'm saying? And so I went back to the drawing board, gave him the lessons before I went to the drawing board because I wanted to see if it worked. And he came back 6 months later. 6 months later, he came back to me with low risk LLCs and EIN. He had over $300,000 in the bank. He had a brand new BMW car that just got delivered off the lot. And this is all using his EIN. He ain't even had to use his name on the papers. This is bananas. Okay. And so when he did that, I said, wow, how much work did you do? And he had a lot of work. So we couldn't create a 6 program, 8-week program. We had to create a year program so we can walk people through creating freedom for 1 whole year in a systematic process, because we're dealing with business credit. You have to do the systematic process. You understand what I'm saying? Now, we also deal with cash flow, and that's why we pay you while you train. You understand what I'm saying? And so with all that being said, guys, here is a man who I asked 3 years in a row to quit his job off the sales and marketing. I'm the best marketer I know, and I'm showing him how to rock out. He's making money. He wouldn't quit. He would not walk away from his job. He couldn't. He wouldn't. He would not do it. Then I gave him that process. He come back and he quit his job. He walked away like he was planning on doing that for a long time. And I'm like, yo, did it work? What? Look what it did for me. Can I do that for you? If you want me to do that for you, all you got to do is rock out. That's it. All right. So let's talk about part 2. So what does this mean to you? So now we know what we're doing. We understand the concept. Let me break it down for y'all. Okay. Global Impact Umbrella Corporation. That's the umbrella corporation. Right? It's only going to last 1 hour, y'all. We have 42 minutes more. Global Impact LLC. That's my corporation. That's Global Impact. That's why when you guys see you getting payments from Global Impact, that's what it's from. When you guys see you paying me, that's my corporation. It's my umbrella corporation. Okay. This is just one of my umbrellas. There's another umbrella up there with 3 more. We ain't gonna talk about those. We just gonna talk about Global Impact and what Global Impact brings to you guys. All right. So the first thing we did under Global Impact is that we created NBL Nation. That was our Team No Boss lifestyle. The second thing we did is that we created NBL Business. This is our product line. All right. And so NBL Business have a product called I Am Business Pro. All right. Right. I Am Business Pro. 20K. 40. Right. If you want, it's 2 weeks. Okay, that's what it is. But this is the product. NBL Nation is where our ambassadors will be if they complete this process. So an ambassador starts here. Okay, that's when ambassadors start. Then we have our partners. Okay, this is basically me. That's me. Every single person that joined this becomes me, because your income is now attached to mine. If you come from ambassador and we like it, then you become partner, and then your income is now attached to mine. So you start off here. You're training. We're being educated. I'm not asking you to do nothing because I don't trust you to sell anything. If you can't make yourself rich, what I look like letting you sell my stuff? For you to go out there and get me shut down by the FTC? I don't think so, buddy. You're gonna sit right here. You're gonna learn how to be a professional and learn how to professionally professionally operate in the money game as a professional. I'm not asking you about marketing, sales. I'm not teaching that stuff. That stuff is, I know it all, and I'm gonna give it away for free. I'm gonna give you all the marketing and sales instructions you need. What I'm not going to give away, what I'm not going to do is teach it, right? I'm not going to teach the stuff. I'm going to simply teach you how to grow money from scratch in 3 different areas of your life. 3 different areas of your life. As an ambassador, I'm going to show you the power area. Okay, power is money in business. It's initial funding, initial trade lines. It's when you walk in and you ask Visa for money, they don't give you the consumer side, they give you the corporate side, right? So a consumer asks Visa for money, they give them up to 10,000 with a perfect 800 credit score. If you're a corporation with a low risk EIN, whatever, they'll give you what your industry norm is. So if you're low risk classified, and let's say like you got a classification code because you want to do an agricultural business. Now, is it likely for agricultural companies to have big machines that go through the cornfields? Do they have cows and chickens that they feed and milk? Do they have, butcher shops? Do they have farm workers? Do they have land? Do they have all these things? So it's not unusual for me to give a farmer $100,000 because they got to buy these big silo machines. Am I right? But if you're a consumer, we ain't going to give you that because your social security number doesn't qualify for you to get it. You understand what I'm saying, guys? So when we in that system, right? And I'm gonna draw this system back up here because this is important. When we in that system, 3%, 97%, and then the system, right? The system. If we in the system and we're not in the 3%, then we in the 97%, right? And in the 97%, we playing corporate. If we're not paying corporate, then we either making money or we qualify for all them programs. Food stamps, this and the third. And then they even say if you make too much money, you can't even qualify for the programs. So they got you in this situation where as though you're stuck. That's what you are. You're stuck, guys. You're stuck, right? And so you don't want to be stuck. And so what you do to not be stuck, you get a low risk EIN and you understand the power of business credit. That's what the power stands for, the power of EIN. Your life gonna change. I just guarantee you that. You ain't got to learn that from nobody. Your life gonna change if you get an EIN and you don't mess it up. That's why Business Week 1, I'm giving it to you because I don't want to mess. Week 1 tell you how to not mess it up. Business Week 2 just tell you how to get funded. You can have Business Week 1 tonight, okay? But with power, and then we go into cash flow. Woo! Woo! Let's talk about cash flow. All right. So tell me some of the cash flow that you guys got. Somebody got a job? Anybody got a job on the line? 9 to 5. 9 to 5s. Cool, right? Anybody got an affiliate marketing product they selling? A network marketing product they selling? Right? Anybody getting Social Security benefits? Anybody getting SSI, working income or earned income? Anybody getting Medicaid? Anybody getting retirement? What are you guys getting? Tell me the check. Tell me everything you're getting, and then tell me something that you're getting over here in the power stuff. Because all that stuff I just named, that's cash flow. Well, hold on, I got one for y'all. You got another line of cash flow that you missing. So you got this line of cash flow that's ain't in your life, and you got this line of cash flow that can't be in your life, because this line of cash flow in your life. You only got one line of cash flow, and you are trading time for money. I don't trade time for money. I don't trade time for money. Right? Let me show you. I can't show his name, but I'll go into right here. Can't show his name, but I can go right here. Me and Will was working on this last night, y'all. And if we get this, and if we get it right, I'm gonna send Will the rest of it. I found out some new stuff too, Will. I was heated. Okay, if we get this right, I'm gonna just show y'all what it has. Okay, it has my name, and it has this amount of money that's going to be in my account in the next 24 hours. This amount of money that's about to be in my account in the next 24 hours. It's from the government grant program. Okay, that's what it's from. It's from a government grant program. Y'all see what I'm saying? I had to wake up and do a campaign. ain't had to walk on Facebook. I ain't had to do no TikTok videos. I ain't had to do live. I ain't had to do none of that. Matter of fact, I was in the house building this all day, like building this little presentation and thinking about what I was gonna do. Blah, blah, blah. And I get an email to say, hey, you've been approved. Come pick up your money from the FedEx department tomorrow. Actually, we're going to deliver it to you. Ooh, thank you, I appreciate it. That's a transaction. One transaction. I'm going to give that. I'm going to give that website, and y'all can get some free money, right? If you qualify. I'm going to give that to all of my partners. The reason I'm giving it to the partners is because their income is attached to mine. They already got their low risk LLCs. So I'm going to give them the link so they can go ahead and do what I say and then see if they qualify for a big transaction. And then guess what? Life going to change before we even start any of this stuff. And I'm doing it on purpose. I got y'all waiting on purpose because marketing and sales is not what gets you paid. This is where you've been playing at for a long time. And all the things that I spoke of, let me tell you how my type of cash flow is going to trump everything that we just named. All the marketing campaigns you named, any ad campaign you run, anything that you think about selling as far as network marketing products, any affiliate marketing products that you think about selling, any guru that you think about buying a course for, I don't care who it was. You still confused us. You would not be right here right now. Period. And if you ain't on the live because you don't want to be in here live, I understand that too. I get it. You're going to watch the replay. You don't have to click on any things for me to track because we got business intelligence, machine learning. I know that 200 people clicks on my stuff in this group every single day. My team don't know that. I can see that. You understand what I'm saying? That's the marketing stuff though. That's the stuff that we already know. This stuff you don't know. So let me tell you how to get real cash flow and then tell you how I'm going to help you get real cash flow so that you don't mess it up. And now cash flow, the best cash flow that I love. Best cash flow I love. I will get this cash flow any day over everything else. Working capital. Okay. Working capital. Not you working. That's the difference. Right? Not you working. The capital working. All right. Now, how does working capital work? Well, like I said, we pay you as you come in. Okay. Our ambassadors get 50-50 split. 50-50 split. Okay. They get a 50-50 split. We pay you when you come in. When we pay you, we don't pay you like, hey, you just earned a commission. That would be stupid of me to pay you like that. That would mean that I'm just disrespecting your status. Where's that? I'm disrespecting your status, right? If I'm paying you as a consumer, then you are still in that 3%, and I'm working against you as I'm trying to teach you. There will never be a consumer transaction in NBL business. I'm gonna say it again. There will never be a consumer transaction in NBL business unless you're giving me money to come into NBL business. That's pretty much it, right? Everything else that I give you, you are in NBL Nation. Why are you in NBL Nation? Because NBL business is a nonprofit organization. Okay, NBL business is a nonprofit organization, right? That's why the video that we played today when you first came on here, that's one of those sponsors. So if you haven't checked them out, definitely go look at that stuff. We got a lot of good motivational videos. You might like it, okay? But we are nonprofit, right? NBL business. Then we got NBL Nation, right? NBL Nation is for profit. Okay? NBL Nation is another company. All of these are LLCs, guys. All of them. And this is admin. That's my admin marketing firm. This is the LLC too. Okay, so we have our own marketing firm. That's why we don't need you to do any marketing. We got our own firm, right? But this is nonprofit, this is for profit, and this is NBL Nation. At NBL Nation, right, our ambassadors are now part of NBL Nation. This is our partner. This is our promotional company. NBL Business is just the company that educates you on I Am Business Pro. NBL Business don't do no marketing. NBL Business don't do no sales. NBL Business don't do no nothing. I'm closing on any of those things. NBL Business only educates. Okay, I'm trying to show you how I set my companies up, just how I set it up so y'all can see it. Ain't nobody telling y'all this. I'm a corporate person. I work for 9 corporations, billion-dollar corporations. Some of you may even know. right? And I was the top person in sales, top team in sales, top team in marketing, okay? And then when I became that person, I was able to speak to the owners of those corporations because we went to these events where those top people evolve. You understand what I'm saying? And so I'm sitting at those events, everybody asking, well, what are we coming up with the product this year? How's this happening? I'm asking, what systems are you using to run all of this? And they're just telling me, oh, wow, you can do that, you can do that. Really? I'm gathering information, right? Okay? So when I say these things, I'm not guessing. I'm trying to tell you how to structure so that you won't be broke. Okay? This is a for-profit. It's a promotion company. So when you come on into NBL Business, I Am Business Pro, week 1, you get the week 1. You want to get week 2, you pay $100 to get week 2 if that's what you want to do. I made it so easy for you guys now that on the order form, there's a button that breaks down $100 in $25 increments over the course of 4 weeks. Like, I want to practically give y'all this money, right? And people don't want it. You come on as an ambassador, as an ambassador mentee. Mentee, not a trainee, because you're not going to be a trainer, right? You're going to be you're a mentee because you're about to be a mentor to other people. And I'm gonna break it down. I'm trying to break it in congruency, y'all, right? And so mentor to other people. When you finish putting 20 grand in your account, I know you're serious. I know that you're taking it real serious. And so I'm gonna graduate you and bring you over to NBL Nation. As soon as you get into NBL Nation, you have earned your low risk LLCs. You got your EIN number, right? You have been paid while you've been training, because we pay you while you train, and we're going to talk about that, right? And so now I believe you. I believe you, right? I believe that you're going to say, hey, L, I want to go far with you in this thing. That's wonderful. Thank you so much. I'm definitely going to take you far in this thing, okay? So that's what happens. And then you become an ambassador, and then we turn your cash flow on. Then we turn your cash flow on, okay? This cash flow, not the paid training cash flow. This is paid training, okay? Not that cash flow. It's dollars over here. I'm talking about we turn the NBL Nation partnership cash flow on. How do we do that? Because as an ambassador, you were getting payments. Were you not? You were getting payments. You might get paid payments. We're not showing y'all what your payments are going to get. You get you decide stuff. But you're getting daily payments here. And those daily payments aren't being paid to you as commissions. Those daily payments are being paid to you as payments, as contractors for doing work for NBL Business. Meaning that I'm going to talk about that in a second, right? So I don't want to confuse you. So those payments are considered payments that I'm sending you. I am paying you to do a service for me. I'm paying you to learn this stuff for me. And so I can send you that payment into a PayPal account that we set up for you in Business Week 1-A. We don't talk about Business Week 1-A. That's a bunch of stuff that has to be done before you get to Business Week 2. But we set up a bunch of stuff for you, and one of those things is a business checking account. We're going to set you up a business check, and we're going to pay you into that account. We pay our ambassadors into their checking account. Not into your checking account. We pay you into your PayPal account. We pay you into your PayPal account. So we send a payment. Like if I go to PayPal, it says it gives you 2 options. You want to send this payment to family and friends. If I say I'm sending this to family and friends, PayPal going to get that payment in your account. They're just going to give it to you. And they're going to be like, okay, that's just a consumer payment. They're not going to track it. They're not going to send it to the IRS. They're not going to report it. No, nothing. They're going to give it to you. Okay, that's not going to do you no good in the world of business. So I got to send that to you as a payment. I'm not sending it to family and friends. I'm paying for a service. That's what I'm going to do. I'm paying for a service. What are they? They are a mentee, and I'm paying them to come learn so they can help me in the long run. Cool. All right. So how much you paying? Boom. I pay you $50, right? And then you get another payment on the back end. You get another payment, whatever the case may be. Let's just act like I paid you $50. Keep it simple. I pay you $50, right? Then I pay you another $50. Then I pay you another $50. Then I pay you another $50. Then another $50. And it just keep on going. And then when you get paid this $50, PayPal going to say, wow, he's getting a lot of money. Let's see if he can get $15,000, right? If you get $15,000 over the course of 3 months, they say if you can get $15,000 coming into this account within 3 months, we're going to turn on your working capital PayPal button. What is a working capital PayPal button? A working capital PayPal button is saying, PayPal, I just opened my account using my low risk credentials, which means you're not a consumer. They see you as a 3%. They're going to respect you as a 3%. I just opened my PayPal account using my low risk credentials. They're going to say, cool. I just attached my business bank account following Larry's instructions. Great. You put some money in it, we got you. And then I start paying you $15,000 over the course of 3 months into your PayPal account because you're learning this stuff. That's all you're doing is learning. You make that and PayPal turn your button on and you say, wow. Now because you made 15 grand over the course of 3 months, you got low risk EIN, PayPal will match you. They will match you, yo. They will say, the button come on, you click it. When it come on, you click it. They ask you how much you want, literally. You put out how much you want. My last loan I put in, my working capital, what I put in? I put in 8 grand. I put in $8,000. Put in 8,000. Then they asked me, do you want to pay back 10%, 20%, or 30%? I put 30%. This means that if I get a $100 payment from somebody, then PayPal take 30%, which means they're going to take $30 off the $100 bill, right? So if I get $100 from somebody, only if it's a corporate transaction, they don't touch it if it's friends and family transaction, then you got to pay 30%. Or you say 10%, then you only had to pay $10 off of that. If you say 20%, you had to pay 20. Y'all get it? It's never simple. If you're confused, then that's not clarity. And if I'm not giving you clarity, I'm confusing. And if you don't understand what I'm doing, you should leave. You feel what I'm saying? Because it ain't going to be no good for you. But if you understand it, this is real simple math I'm talking about. And this is real simple processes. Then that means that PayPal going to see you made that money, turn on your working capital. You say, I want 8,000. You put in your term, and then you submit. And in 2 seconds, after the gold circle start ticking, you'll see $8,000 in your account. I didn't believe it the first. I stumbled all this. Ain't nobody tell me about this, okay? So I didn't even. I'm in PayPal, and I'm like, working capital. What's working capital? What's that? So I clicked it. How much do you want? The first one was like 2,500, right? I said, 2,500. Let me see what happens. I'm like this guy because I'm so used to not winning because I'm using my social security number that this stuff don't happen. It doesn't and don't happen, y'all. It's crazy. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I put it in. I submit. I refresh my screen, and $2,500 is my account. I was not believing it so much that I went to the bank and pulled it off. And I called PayPal, and I asked them, was it $2,500 supposed to be my account? They said, yeah, you just got to work it out. I said, well, how do I have to pay that back? They said, don't worry about it. As your payments come in, we take care of it for you. You ain't have to think about it, no nothing. Paperwork, no long contracts, none of that is all tracked in the back off. You actually see it. Y'all, do y'all see that? So this is what happens, okay? You're going to get 20K. That's going to be in your power. Then I'm going to be paying you up to 15K in your cash flow. And then you're going to start getting your working capital into this cash flow. Now, with the money I'm paying you in the working capital, you can go to this bank account right here. You're about to go to this credit union, this business person, this teller, this bank manager. You're going to take you're going to take this money and you're going to tell them that you want to do a line of credit. Now, let's just say you go in the bank with 20 grand. They will then, because you got low risk EIN, turn your 20 grand into 80 grand that you can spend now using your 20 grand as a collateral. You gonna get what I'm saying? Those are transactions that can happen every single day. Are you getting transactions like that? Right? If you're not, You're walking backwards towards success. Right? That's what you're doing. Okay. All right. Let's not do that. That's not fun. All right, cool. Make sure he's still good. Right. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And so do you understand the concept? We got one more thing to go through. Where we at? We at 105. Y'all like, I'm like 2 minutes, so I'm 5 minutes over. I know this next part gonna take literally 5 minutes for me to tell y'all about. So I'm gonna erase everything. You understand, right? What don't you understand? If you don't understand something, let me know, so we can rock out. All right. Now, before I go over this next part, let me tell you about the team schedule real fast. Team meetings are going to be on Tuesday nights at 10:30. Tuesday nights at 10:30. The only reason we have it this week is we still building and finalizing everything up. So I'm going to tell you everything, and I'm going to go ahead and do this last demonstration, and we're going to get off here. Y'all going to make a decision on if you want to join me, then we're going to rock out, okay? So here's the last part. All right, so team meetings Tuesday. Write this stuff down, y'all. Tuesday at 10:30. 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is going to be on NBL Live Demand, right? We're going to be appearing on Hulu, Apple TV, right? TV. There's one more. Hulu, Apple TV. Just know we on Hulu and Apple TV. I gotta look at the others. I don't want to give y'all false information. On Hulu and Apple TV, and this is a Tuesday night meeting. What are we doing on Tuesday nights? It's called a hot seat. Okay, so we'll be streaming live on YouTube, streaming live on me, and we put them in the hot seat, and we walk them through putting $100,000 in their bank account live on following my lead. So you're gonna watch me do that live on YouTube and for the world to see. This credit ain't no joke, man. And when you learn how to do it, it's a wrap. Like your life becomes awesome. I'm moving to Orlando. This is the last meet. Look, this y'all think I'm lying. This one is full. This one is empty because I'm about to go, right? Like we about to be out here. My house is a mess. We got boxes everywhere, everything, because I'm going to vacation town. I'm 41 years old, and I'm about to move to Orlando, Florida, without a job and all the money in the world. I can't even tell y'all how important that is and how great that sounds. You understand what I'm saying, guys? Life changing. I was struggling in marketing until I figured it out, and then I was still struggling. We didn't succeed. We didn't succeed. It wasn't until I learned low risk and EIN and how to do money is when things start happening. Okay, so Tuesday nights at 10:30, we got that. So we got Wednesday, Ask Greg, because Greg is the person that did everything first. So we call it the Ask Greg session, where we sit Greg in the room and we pick his brain. We did everything that I just explained to y'all. What? Okay, and so we might be making sure this is live. Now, Tuesday is for the world. Wednesday is for the team, right? So Tuesday will be on live everywhere. Wednesday, we're going to be in Zoom right in the team. The invite link is going to be internally given to you because this information that Greg is giving, y'all already know what it is. We ain't got to talk about that. Y'all know what it is, right? It's priceless. It's priceless. I know, right? All right, it's so cool. All right, we also got the reunion coming up, right, in Miami on the yacht. The reunion. All right, so we got the same reunion in Miami. Okay, let me tell y'all a good thing about NBL. We never met each other before. I've been running this company remotely for the last 5 years, and I had a bunch of people follow me, helping me do the same. We call ourselves a nation, and we're building the Oracle, okay? But we're having a reunion in Miami because me, Greg, and Will, we met 5 years ago on YouTube. We thought about the same thing. We had this great idea. I met up with my business partner, Van. I put it on paper. I went back to them, and then we made this thing happen, but we never met each other in person. So I've retired my homeboy, right? Now my brother, my business partner in crime, and like he's like me. He's like my second half. You ever seen the movie Basket Case? If I could take you and attach him to the hip, that's where he'll be at. You know what I'm saying? Because this man did what I needed to get done and build at the same time. Once he did that, I knew it was possible and I could give it to anybody in the world because I told him step by step on how to pull this and not for the marketing. He built my entire marketing firm for me. You understand what I'm saying? And that's why I call it the Ask Greg session. Anywho, we have not met. What has Will done? If it wasn't for Will, these ideas wouldn't be on paper. Me and Will, and I forgot that saying we said something about momentum. I forgot it. I was going to use it tonight, but I forgot it. So try to remind me of that if you can, though. But we lay all this stuff out and we map it out and we say, okay, did that sound right? Should we do it like this? We've been, and me and Will may be on the phone from 8 o'clock in the morning, no lie, to about 7 o'clock at night. Literally no lie. You understand what I'm saying? We don't quit, y'all, and I will never give up. I got you. Trust me, because I'm solving this problem for me. It's going to get solved. And if you got the discipline, the determination, and the willingness to learn, not win, learn, you will win. Okay? Keep it like that. All right, so the reunion will be in Miami on a yacht. You are invited. We'll have more details to come. We never met each other before. And I can't wait to meet my brothers in crime in person, man. Like, I can't wait to meet him in person. Like, I cannot wait to meet you in person, Will. You already know how that is. Woo! It's a lot of building, y'all. Let's talk about the rock out. Y'all ready to see the rock out? Y'all ready to understand the power of situation? Okay. I got to get into our head real fast. I teach it as I think about it. I don't script this stuff because that's not the best way to teach you. I got to do it in real time, you know. All right, cool. So the rock out is simple. We opening our business up in 35 states and over 160 counties. There's an average of 1.5 million people per county that qualify for NBL. There's like 1.5 million people who qualify to receive our help. That's even higher, or one step away from being in poverty. That means that if we put an advertisement out there in the world and we told them that we're going to help them turn business credit into passive income, we're going to help you, we're going to pay you while you train. All we need you to come is sit and learn so we can give this to you so you don't be broke and you're not struggling for cash flow. Do you think that's something that you would at least come listen to? And when you get inside of this executive briefing, not this one, but the one we're going to give them, and we tell you that we're going to give you Business Week for free, Business Week 1 for free, so you can be low risk and get out of the land of consumer lending. You think that's something that will entice them to come in. And as soon as they do that, we pay you for it. That's what we do, okay? Now, you don't have to do any of this. You just sitting and learning like they sitting and learning, all right? But it's 35 states across 106 counties, 1.5 million people that we're reaching out to. We have our entire budget. In fact, our ambassadors right now, they paid for the campaign to go out. They paid for it. So it's just sitting there waiting to run. Isn't that wonderful? That is just an awesome situation, right? So what happens next? In these 35 states, we're going to have a licensed, like this. NBL business guy. I'm not unethical, and I'm very transparent. What that means is that I'm not going to tell you something that I ain't did. Ever. I'm not going to never tell you something that I ain't be myself first. And so with that being said, I need to assign an ambassador to a county. So I need to assign one ambassador to the county. I'm going to assign you to a county. So as an ambassador, let's just say this year, right? If we got the whole United States up here, and we got 160 counties, right? Let's just act like that. We got 160 counties. I'm going to take one of these counties, and I'm going to take your ambassador link, and I'm going to put it in this county. That's where I'm going to put it at. Okay? And then let's just say who we got on here. Right, let's say that this is Latonya. Okay? And then let's say who next up here. Let's say this is James Mack. Latonya, what state you in, Latonya? And this is your ambassador, right? And we're going to take James' link and put it right there. All right? So you got a link. You got a link, right? And so you got James' link right here. You got Latonya link right there. All right? And so what state you're all in? I can't remember. Whatever state. I can't remember what y'all state y'all in. Tell me what state you in real fast. Right? And so tell me this. I'll go and finish. Real quick state. Right? So when Latonya link is right there, James link right there. Right? I got literally, what we got? 20 links? 20? 20. Maybe 20. 20. I think 20. We only got 20 people. I still got to fill 160 of these up. Only got 20 people. Okay? So we got to still fill 160 of these up. That's why we just practice giving it away. I don't want to, I need to give it away so we can get out here into the marketplace, right? And so here we go. Another person will come in. Let's just say this Liz, right? Say this Liz, you got a link, right? And she's going to put it in another state, right? Okay, and so we got James is in North Carolina, right? So we in NC. We got Latonya in Alabama, right? Y'all see how diversified we are? So we got Latonya in Alabama. We got James in North Carolina. How many people are in North Carolina, in the population of North Carolina? And how many people are in the population of Alabama, right? And then you think about those 3%ers and the 97%. How many people are really living in 3% versus 97%? We're going to the 97% mark. That's where we're going. That's our client, right? Our client is simple. Local employees, business owners, solo entrepreneurs, middle-class residents, middle-class people. That's our target audience. Okay? Regardless of how many people is in the city, in the state, these people are now the NBL business guide to those states. So when we come live on Tuesday night on YouTube, right? Because Latonya is an ambassador, the first ambassador that came into NBL business, we also took what we call these I can't remember, but I'm gonna call it a chapter. That's what we're gonna call them, right? So we took a chapter. One of our chapters, Latonya then went and created. I was talking about Latonya. She went. We gave her a YouTube channel. We gave it to her. We built it. We SEO'd it up, and we gave it to her in her an admin. So when she logged into her system as an ambassador, she's going to see everything that she has as an ambassador. She's going to understand what she's doing as an ambassador. And because she is the overseer of this chapter is in Alabama only. It's only in Alabama. It's nowhere else. And then we're going to take Latonya's link and we're going to put that link in this channel. And so when we turn on the Adlin marketing campaign, all the leads you need, who donated to Adlin? Say yes in the comments. When we turn on the Adlin marketing campaign, right, then guess what happens? We put all the traffic from Alabama to this video, and it's streaming simultaneously live on YouTube in the state I'm in, simultaneously live on YouTube in the state Latonya's in. Simultaneously live on YouTube in the state that James is in. with the link attached to it. Now, these are the overseers, so they get the links in the main state. You see what I'm saying? Because they came in first. Once we finish the states, we're going to break down the counties. You understand what I'm saying? So, I'm sorry, once we finish the 35 channels, we're going to break down the counties, meaning that if you are in a county, we got 160 of them, right? We recruited 250 ambassadors before we opened this thing up for you, okay? So we got 35 states, 160 counties. So if you are in a county, you also get a link, but you get it for the county because you didn't make the states, okay? So you either want the state with a YouTube channel, or you want the county with the link that's going out on all the promotions that we send out. And what promotions are we sending out? Well, you'll be looking at every kiosk station. You know, when you get on the bus, you see those promotions, or you go into the mall, and you see the glass screen, or you look in your phone, you're watching Hulu. You're going to see NBL Business with your link attached to it going out there. Anybody that comes in through those links, we give you a 50-50 split in commission. Right? Our program costs $100 to get Business Week 2, and that's $20,000 in an account. So will you give me 100 if I gave you 20 back? That's off. Okay. Then our next program is $1,000. Okay. That is called, I'm sorry, $1,000. $10,000. That is called Ignite. That is our Ignite program. This program turns your $20,000 into $100,000 of power in that cash flow cycle, in the power cycle. That $10,000 also allows us to build you a cash flow cycle. That $10,000 also allows us to build you a prosperity cycle. So on the triangle, you're going to have cash flow, power, and prosperity. 100,000, 100,000, 100,000 all at the same time. That's how I did it with Greg. I'm gonna do it with you. Well, I'm not even doing it with you. I'm doing it with me. You're gonna walk me through seeing me do it. And as you follow my lead, you're gonna do it. That's what it is, okay? And so if you do that, when those $10,000 sales come in, how are the $10,000 sales coming in? Well, let's see. Because when you got good product and every single person, I'm very transparent with my team, y'all. Y'all on here with me, so I'm gonna be very transparent, okay? Where's the boy at? We do. Sure. Difference between $100. All right, so how does this act? Well, $100,000. I just love this number because if you never touched it before, you can't understand it. 6 figures is a lot of money. I was in corporate America. I was making $120,000 a year. Scared as crap to quit my job until I created a PayPal button. I created a PayPal button, right? And in that PayPal button, I put a $100 bill in. I put a $100 button in. Right? I then put a video on YouTube. Right? And I was only teaching something real simple to the middle class America, just like I'm ready to do now. And I put that $100 button attached to this video. The very next day, I made 12 sales. The next day, I made another 12 sales. I can show y'all that. Matter of fact, I'll show it to you on part 2 tomorrow because I don't have to pull it on my phone. But another 12 sales. Another 12. Matter of fact, I should just show it to y'all right now. I should show it right now. I think I can find it real fast. Right? This was like back in 2016 or 17, something like that. But the point of the matter is that they coming in. Now, how much is that off $100? That's $1,200. That's $1,200. That's $1,200. That's $1,200. Y'all see what I'm saying? Literally in this account right here. And then PayPal turned something on called a working PayPal button. I mean, working capital. I clicked it. And then I got another $2,500 instantly. Because these $100 was coming back, I paid this $2,500 back in like 1 month. Like literally, it was really fast. And then the button came on again. And then I took $3,500. And I paid that back again. And then the button came on again. And I took $5,000. And then I paid that back again. And then the button came on again, and I took an $8,000 payment. Y'all see what I'm saying? And it kept doing it. I got up to $33,000 in PayPal, y'all. $33,000 they gave me. PayPal gave me a free 33 grand. We got the whole masterclass. I break it all the way down in the masterclass. I just took the masterclass down today because we planned it on next Tuesday, right? But I played, but it goes through everything. You understand what I'm saying? And the point that I'm making is the fact that if you've never done this before, really, if you've never done this before, knew how to do it, that's the only reason you're struggling, y'all, because you are not a consumer. Remember, it's three sides to this thing. There's the 97%, and this is a consumer, right? And then there's the 3%, and this is corporate. Somebody tell me real fast, what makes you a corporation? What makes you a corporation? Real quick. I don't think people understand. Right? That's what makes you a corporation. Not your LLC. Your EIN makes you a corporation. I mean, your LLC do make you a corporation, but you need an EIN attached to it to make it official. Okay, so yeah, your LLC and your EIN, that makes you a corporation. If you got an EIN number versus a social security number, right? If you got an LLC and you ain't got no EIN, how can they track you? They can't. They don't even know who you are. It's impossible to pull you up in the system because everything is based on a social security number or employer identification number. Employer identification number. What is an employer? An employer is someone who employs employees, right? Someone who gets money because they're corporate. You understand what I'm saying? You need an employer identification number so they can identify you as an employer. Now, if you are a high-risk employer, it doesn't matter. If you're a low-risk employer, you are on the money. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what it is, okay? This is what I'm doing to teach you how to do in Business Week 1-A. So in Business Week 1, we get our low-risk. Business Week 1-A, you set up your business checking account, you set up your working PayPal, you set up your PayPal account, you set up all your business credentials, you attach your business checking account to your PayPal, showing you how to do it so that any amount of money going there never get frozen. You won't even have a 2 weeks holding period, right? And so, but when you do that, then we jump you into Business Week 2, and then we put $20,000 on your EIN. And then we submit that to Dun & Bradstreet, so all these other lending companies, and I'm gonna give you a packet, which is much, like so many lenders ready to give people free money who got low EINs. Like we got a resource paper longer than like an encyclopedia of people who want to give you money. And then don't let us start talking about the international corporations, y'all. Like it's a lot of, it's the world of money. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand, okay? So if you understand that, that's what gets it to you. You got to get the PayPal jumping off. That's going to get you the cash flow to you, not waiting on commissions. If you can make a sale today, based on what you're selling, do you get paid now or do you got to wait? If you're not getting paid now, y'all already know. Right? If you ain't getting paid now, that's just what it is, okay? Now here we go. Yeah, an entity you own. I got to put that on the screen right there. Where you at? Listen, y'all. Listen, that is the truth. Okay, that is the truth right there. And Jeffrey, if you come into the stream, y'all, we'll be able to see your face. Okay, that is the truth. All right. So $100,000 is what I'm trying to put in your pocket. Straight cash, no credit. On the cash flow side, remember the power train, okay? We got power, we got cash flow, right? And then we got prosperity, all right? Now this is a whole nother system down here too. There's a whole nother money system down here we ain't even talking about yet. But this is the cash flow, okay? Remember, you only got this type of cash flow. You either making working where you make an earn, passive, leverage, residual, all that. Okay, that's what you're doing. That's all your cash flow. So I'm about to put some more passive cash flow into your pocket. What's passive cash flow? Passive cash flow is just passively coming to your world. You don't know what's coming, just coming to your world, right? That's passive. I'm about to put some more of that into your life so that you can have more cash flow. I'm trying to do $100,000. I'm trying to put $100,000 in your life so you have more cash flow. And I'm trying to do that within the next 45 days. I'm gonna ask you a sincere question. I'm gonna ask you a sincere question. I'm gonna say, give us 1 second, everyone. The stream froze. Give me 1 moment. I'm bringing it back up now. Let me see. So with a YouTube channel, or you want the county with the link that's going out on all the promotions that we send out. And what promotions are we sending out? Well, you'll be looking at every kiosk station. You know, when you get on the bus, you see those promotions, or you go into the mall, and you see the glass screen, or you look in your phone, and you're watching Hulu. You're going to see NBL Business with your link attached to it going out there. Anybody that comes in through those links, we give you a 50-50 split in commission, right? Our program costs $100 to get Business Week 2, and that's $20,000 in an account. So will you give me 100 if I gave you 20 back? That's off, okay? Then our next program is $1,000, okay? That is called, I'm sorry, $1,000, $10,000. That is called Ignite. That is our Ignite program. This program turns your $20,000 into $100,000 of power in that cash flow cycle, in the power cycle. That $10,000 also allows us to build you a cash flow cycle. That $10,000 also allows us to build you a prosperity cycle. We're trying to have cash flow, power, and prosperity. 100,000, 100,000, 100,000 all at the same time. That's how I did it with Greg. I'm gonna do it with you. Well, I'm not even doing it. I'm doing it with me. You're gonna walk me through seeing me do it, and as you follow my lead, you're gonna do it. That's what it is, okay? And so if you do that, when those $10,000 sales come in, how are the $10,000 sales coming in? Well, let's see. Because when you got good product, and every single person, I'm very transparent with my team, y'all. Y'all won't here with me, so I'm gonna be very transparent, okay? Where's the boy at? We do. Sure. Difference between $100. All right, so how does this happen? Well, $100,000. I just love this number because if you never touched it before, you can't understand it. 6 figures is a lot of money. I was in corporate America. I was making $120,000 a year. Scared as crap to quit my job until I created a PayPal button. I created a PayPal button, right? And in that PayPal button, I put a $100 bill in it. I put a $100 button in it, right? I then put a video on YouTube, right? And I was only teaching something real simple to the middle class America, just like I'm getting ready to do now. And I put that $100 button attached to this video. The very next day, I made 12 sales. The next day, I made another 12 sales. I can show y'all that. Matter of fact, I'll show it to you on part 2 tomorrow because I don't feel like pulling it out of my phone. But another 12 sales. Another 12. Matter of fact, I should just show it to y'all right now. I should show it right now. I think I can find it real fast. Right? This was like back in 2016 or 17, something like that. But the point of that is that they come in. How much is that off $100? That's $1,200. That's $1,200. That's $1,200. That's $1,200. Y'all see what I'm saying? Literally in this account right here. And then PayPal turned something on called a working PayPal button. Working capital. I clicked it. And then I got another $2,500 instantly. Because these $100 was coming back, I paid this $2,500 back in like 1 month. Like literally, it was really fast. And then the button came on again. And then I took $3,500. And I paid that back again. And then the button came on again. And I took $5,000. And then I paid that back again. And then the button came on again. And I took an $8,000 payment. Y'all see what I'm saying? And it kept doing it. I got $33,000 PayPal, y'all. $33,000 that they gave me. PayPal gave me a free 33 grand. We got the whole masterclass. I break it all the way down to the masterclass. I just took the masterclass down today because we planned it on next Tuesday, right? But it goes through everything. Y'all understand what I'm saying? And the point that I'm making is the fact that if you've never done this before, really, if you've never done this before, knew how to do it, that's the only reason you're struggling, y'all, because you are not a consumer. Remember, it's 3 sides to this thing. There's the 97%, and this is a consumer, right? And then there's the 3%, and this is corporate. Somebody tell me real fast, what makes you a corporation?
I sit and breathe. Yeah, the whole fucking time.
What makes you a corporation? Real quick. I don't think people understand. Right? That's what makes you a corporation. Not your LLC. The EIN makes you a corporation. I mean, your LLC do make you a corporation, but you need an EIN attached to it to make it official. Okay, so yeah, your LLC and your EIN, that makes you a corporation. If you got an EIN number versus a social security number, right? If you got an LLC and you ain't got no EIN, how can they track you? They can't. They don't even know who you are. It's impossible to pull you up in the system because everything is based on a social security number or employer identification number. Employer identification number. What is an employer? An employer is employees, right? Someone who gets money because they're corporate. You understand what I'm saying? You need an employer identification number so they can identify you as an employer. Now, if you are a high-risk employer, it doesn't matter. If you're a low-risk employer, you are on the money. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what it is, okay? This is what I'm going to teach you how to do on Business Week 1-A. So in Business Week 1, get our low-risk LLC. In Business Week 1-A, you set up your business checking account, you set up your working PayPal, you set up your PayPal account, you set up all your business credentials, you attach your business checking account to your PayPal, showing you how I do it, so that any amount of money going there, never get frozen. You won't even have a 2 weeks holding period, right? And so, but when you do that, then we jump you into Business Week 2, and then we put $20,000 on your EIN. And then we submit that to Dun & Bradstreet, so all these other lending companies, and I'm gonna give you a packet with just much, like so many lenders ready to give people free money who got overstaying our ends. Like we got a resource paper longer than like an encyclopedia of people who want to give you money. And then don't let us start talking about the international corporations, y'all. Like it's the world of money. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand, okay? So if you understand that, that's what gets it to you. You gotta get the PayPal jumping off. That's gonna get you the cash flow to you, not waiting on commissions. If you make a sale today, based on what you're selling, do you get paid now or do you gotta wait? If you're not getting paid now, y'all already know. Right? If you ain't getting paid now, that's just what it is. Okay? Now here we go. Yeah, an entity you own. I got to put that on the screen right there. We're here. Listen, y'all. Listen, that is the truth. Okay? That is the truth right there. And Jeffrey, if you come into the stream, y'all, we'll be able to see your face. Okay? That is the truth. All right? So $100,000 is what I'm trying to put in your pocket. Straight cash, no credit on the cash flow side. Remember the power train, okay? We got power, we got cash flow, right? And then we got prosperity. All right. Now this is a whole nother system down here too. There's a whole nother money system down here we ain't even talking about yet. But this is the cash flow. Okay, remember you only got this type of cash flow. You either making working or you making earned. Passive, leverage, residual, all that. Okay, that's what you're doing. That's all your cash flow. So I'm about to put some more passive cash flow into your pocket. What's passive cash flow? Passive cash flow is just passively coming into your world. You don't know what's coming, just coming to your world, right? That's passive. I'm about to put some more of that into your life so that you can have more cash flow. I'm trying to do $100,000. I'm trying to put $100,000 in your life so you have more cash flow. And I'm trying to do that within the next 45 days. I'm gonna ask you a sincere question. I'm gonna sit down and ask you because I think it's important. I think it's really important to look right in your eyes and I'm gonna ask you this question because I want to know the answer and I want to know the truth. And I want you to put in the chat. As soon as I do, I'm gonna get up. I know this is like a 30-second delay, but I'm gonna still ask you. Right? If I teach you how to put $100,000 in your account within the next 45 days, do you think a $100 payment would be worth it? Yes or no? I'm gonna ask you a different question. If I teach you how to put $100,000 in your account in the next 45 days, do you think a $25 payment would be worth it? I'm gonna ask you another question. If I teach you how to put $100,000 in your account in the next 45 days, do you think if I just charge you $19 today to learn this information, would you take me up on that offer? Well, that's what I'm asking you. Because you have the option to come in here 3 ways. You can come in here and charge you again, unless you decide to stay for another month. And I'll charge $9.99. I'm gonna teach you how to get your low risk LLCs, and I'm gonna ask you if you want to stay once I give them to you, so I can put $20,000 in your account. Okay, that's $19. Then I'm gonna ask you, or you may want to come in here and get the $20,000. Okay, you can pay me $100 and do that. Be done with it, and you got a free ride to get that $100,000 in 45 days. I'm about to show you how I'm gonna do it. Okay, and then we live paycheck to paycheck. We live in the 6%. I broke it down in payments of $25 every 7 days. If what I say is true, you should be getting paid by then, right or wrong. Okay, cool. If you got paid by me already, put it in the chat. Okay, and so that's pretty much what it is. Yes or no? How am I going to do it? This lets you make an educated decision. I want to give you the whole story so you can make an educated decision. Because obviously the stories we've been telling ain't been educated. Is it better? All right. How are we going to do it? Let's do some good math. Okay. Y'all see it? Yeah. All right. So first thing we do is we have to get 3 days in a row, 24 leads. Okay? 24 leads. So that's the first thing you want to do. I didn't say sales. I didn't say get on the phone with a person. I didn't say entice them to grab anything. I said 24 leads. So I'm going to go out here and I'm going to ask 1.5 million people in the state where your link is attached. I'm going to go do that for you. I'm going to go ask 1.5 million people for you. Do they want to help me? Do they want me to help them turn business credit into passive income? I'm going to show them why they should help. I'm going to show them why they should let me help them. I'm going to show them proof that we did it. And I'm going to give them the same offer that I just gave you. Do you think I'll get 24 people to say, I'll take a look? Or you think I'm just tripping? Let me know in the chat. Am I tripping? Or would you take a look? Because if you would take a look, then we got to do that on day 1, on day 2, and day 3. Okay? That's it. You can close your eyes and go to sleep. You do that for me, put $100,000. Can we do that? Can we do that? It might be more. I'm only counting this. I'm only counting at 35 ambassadors. I'm only counting this at 35 ambassadors to make this happen. That's all I'm counting on. I'll take a look, right? I'll take a look too. Now, if they take a look and I gave them the same offer, do you think they're coming in here? That's what I think they're gonna make it in, right? Cool. All right. So if they're gonna make it in, and y'all see that's logical, let me break down the numbers for you. If you don't see it as logical, and you think that this is impossible to do, there's nothing I can do to help you. I do this every single day. There's 14 people here that I can see, and then I got 7 more. There's a bunch of people. That's today. That's the night. I can do that if I'm talking to 70,000 people across YouTube, across 160 counties in 35 states. Then we can get 24 people per day from y'all. Y'all, let me see what happens. And your link is the only link in the state. I'm not even putting my link out there. It all goes through y'all. That's all it goes through, okay? So we get 24 people times 3. That's 72 leads. I'm sorry, it's 28 leads. It's 28. 28, my bad. We need 4 more. Sorry, guys. I mistake that. It's 28. Right? 28 leads. Okay. That gives you 84 leads, period, for the summer. Now, if we do 84 leads times 35 people, that's what we got in here now. We're not counting y'all because you ain't came in yet. 35 people. I don't count people that ain't in there. I don't do like as if numbers, right? That's $2,940. I mean, that's 2,940. What'd I say? Oh yeah, that is right. 28 times 3 equals that times 35 people equals 2,940. So if we do what we said we was going to do, that means that we put 2,940 leads into the system. Right? No, that's not right. 35 times. Okay, look at the numbers, y'all, so y'all can get it. Y'all gotta look at it. 35 people times 28 leads piece. That's 980 leads times 3 days. That's 2,940 people. Right? I'm skipping the number, but I don't want to confuse y'all. And I'm trying to think, should I go back and tell them, or should I just leave it right here? So just give me a second. Let me think about it. All right, go back and tell them. All right, so the part that's in there that I'm missing, I'm gonna just tell y'all, is the fact that there's a percentage. I don't want to confuse y'all. That's why I left it out. There's a percentage that is calculated as a marketer when you run in traffic, right? And when you run in traffic, you get conversions, like either the percentage converts. That's what happens, right? And so and then you count those percentages. And so if we got, so the first thing we do, this is how you really break it down. First thing we do is we count the number of people we going out to look at. So we got 1.5 million people that we going out to look at. And we got that over the course of 35 states. That's 52.5 million people, okay? Now let's just divide that by 0.50. Let me see if 52.5 million people divided by 2. That's 26.25 million people. Y'all see what I'm saying? This is the numbers for real, okay? So when I say 29 leads, that's how low of a percentage that we're asking to happen. Y'all see what I'm saying? So that's lowballing it so much that it's ridiculous. Y'all, I just want y'all to see that, okay? So we take 35 people, you multiply that by 35 people, multiply that by 8, 35 people, multiply that by 28 leads times 3 days, 22,940 people, okay? Our stuff is closing. That means that 2,940 people coming in here to take a look. Okay, now if we close, let me see something. $2,940. Look at this. If we closed all of them into the program of $10,000, which we're not going to do, I'm just showing y'all the difference on numbers. That's $29 million made. Okay, we're not doing that. All right, so, right, 2940. I close at 97%. That's just what I close at. People come in here because I don't give a yes or no answer. I give a this, that, right? So they always come in. Okay, but 2940, and I'm gonna say we just gonna close at 50%. 50% of the people, let's say, I don't even know, we won't go lower than that, like let's say 0.38%. Okay, so we're going 38%. Matter of fact, I don't even like that number. Let's go 0.30%. 30%. No, I don't like that number. 40%. 35%. 35%. 35%. Okay. So if we take your link as an ambassador, and we put your link in 35 counties in your state as an ambassador, we hope to get 1,029 people to say yes after they came through, watched the presentation, all that good stuff, okay? 1,029 people say yes. So this means that 22.5 million people looked at me that had the same problem I had. Cash flow. Poverty hit them. The pandemic struck. They lost a business, a job, or COVID, whatever, it struck them. They need 20 racks, and in 14 days, it will help. I don't care who you is. I can go to 17 local small businesses right down the street right now. If I tell them I'm going to put $20,000 on the EIN, everybody will say yes. Period. I don't care who it is, because they understand business and corporate. They understand you need that money. You understand what I'm saying? And so 1,029 say yes. If I'm 45 days, I just did 3 days. So I'm gonna try this every 3 days for 45 days in a row until you hit $1,000. I mean, $100,000. we're going to put your link and we're going to attach it. And we only try and get 28 leads every day. That's it. We're trying to just get 28 people to say, yo, we're going to take a look, new people every day to come in. Can I do it? I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I can do it. Let me see. Maybe I can, maybe I can't. I don't know. Let me see something. I'm showing y'all something real fast. If I can get it up here. Give me 1 second here. All right, guys, I hope you're enjoying this presentation. I'm back here, you know, monitoring everything. And find it. But like I said, we're gonna have a part 2 tomorrow. All right, so this was gonna happen. I'm about to put a link here. Get to the website, guys. Get to the website. We only got 25 spots open, and I'm getting ready to launch the masterclass to the world. Right. I'm gonna put a link at the top of this page. Get in early. At the top of this description. Early. About to go in like 2 seconds. What you want to do is you want to click the link, watch the video, choose option. The video going to explain to you everything in full detail of what comes with the program, everything you're going to get, everything. It's going to tell you all that stuff, but watch the video if you haven't already done so, and then choose an option. You got a free option, you got a payment plan option, and you got a full-blown payment option. Choose one of those options. When you choose one of those options, y'all, what's going to happen is that I'm going to get a notification. Sergio is going to get a notification. Will, Greg, and then my executives, we're going to get a notification. You will see that you just paid to come in. We're going to let you into our Rockout. And the first thing I'm going to show you how to do without wasting no time is teach you how to get your LLCs, your low risk EINs. So by the time tonight is over with, you literally will have your low risk EIN LLCs. When are we going to start putting the $20,000 in the account? But as soon as I finish this weekend and get down to Orlando, open up the office, turn the key in the door, open it up, and set this laptop on the desk in there, I'm going to come live and start showing y'all and that's another thing. I'm not just going to show you how to do it. I'm about to do it with my own NBL Business LLC because it's a nonprofit, right? So I'm getting ready to show you how to do that with an NBL Business LLC, and I'm going to get a grant and that you can do. And I'm going to get the trade lines that you can do. Then I'm going to open up the business checking account. I'm going to get the credit line that you can do. Y'all going to see me just pull this off so that you can see what's possible as I walk you through it, walk me through. You get what I'm saying? And so that's what's coming up on next week. When is the cutoff for this? It's been cut off. I'm passing the company over right now to the brand development department so they can make NBL business corporations you see on TV, right? I'm passing it over to my funnel building team, okay? I've worked for ClickFunnels inside Russell Brunson's system for forever. And when I was in there, he gave me every funnel that has ever been built. I've seen it all, right? And what I've noticed is that it does not make a difference what you build or how you design it or what you bring out to the marketplace or who you sell. If you don't care, it doesn't matter. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if you don't care, it don't matter. That's what I learned. I care about your results, okay? And so we're not just going out here saying, hey guys, let me teach you how to turn operation. Let me teach you how to turn business credit into passive income for 4 or 5 days. We're going on a operation. And that operation, I'm going to show y'all this real fast. That operation, let me see myself. That operation is a campaign that I've been waiting to run my entire life. I'm talking about literally waiting to run this campaign my entire life. So if I'm gonna go boost. I ain't got it on this thing. See, that's why I hate this phone. Everything I need is on the other phone, y'all. The other phone is ain't crazy right now. But anyway, I've been waiting to run this campaign all my life. It's called Operation I Quit. My pen running out. For Operation I quit. What's Operation I Quit? I quit. I quit building funnels. I quit doing network marketing companies. I quit MLM. I quit affiliate marketing. I quit trying to trade Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. I quit doing all the things that was leaving me broke, leaving me confused, and leaving me overwhelmed. I quit traveling down a rabbit hole. I quit going to my 9 to 5. I quit running the rat race. I quit being a victim to my circumstances. That's what I quit. And I quickly learned to turn my circumstances into opportunities I can capitalize on. How to turn my circumstances into opportunities I can capitalize on, because I knew my problem was a universal situation. And when I solved my problem, I quit. I was able to quit my job. I walked off my job and I never had to go back. And that feeling that it gave me, like, was a freedom feeling. The freedom feeling that I know you want. I know you want it because I want it. It won't make a difference how I enjoy my employees or employers or co-workers or water cooler talks, right? Or work girlfriends or work wife and work husbands. It don't matter. I tolerated those things because I had to. I had no choice but to. You understand what I'm saying? But then when I chose to quit, I didn't jump into another guru program. I didn't jump into another marketing course. I didn't try to go to another live event. I didn't try to attend another thing or join another opportunity. I said, you know what? It's something that Ivy League business professionals know that we just don't know. And I want to know what that is so that I can figure it out. And what I figured out, guys, is that every successful corporation that has ever existed has started with trade lines. And then I was scared to do business credit. I never even thought about it. I was at an event and somebody asked me, let me do some business credit for you. I said, no, I'm good, because my social security number was messed up. I thought business credit was like SSN credit. I thought my business credit was going to be like my social security number. I thought that I was going to have to do things that do on social. It's not. They shouldn't even use the word credit. They should just use the word funding, business funding, because that's all you're doing. Is if you got right credentials, you're funded. You got free money, so you'll never be broke. You'll never start broke. You'll never campaigns. You'll never wonder. Imagine this, guys. Just imagine this, right? What are you paying per month? You're paying rent. You're paying car note, right? You're paying gas and electric. Okay, you're paying cable, right? You're paying clothes, food, and mortgage. Some people got storage units like me, right? Some got second cribs. They got apartments. Okay, all this comes out of your working. Cash flow. This is your cash flow cycle. If you only make an earn, right, for working, right, for residual. Matter of fact, I know you're not making that because you wouldn't even be here. Working, earned, working or earned income, right? Because that's what y'all put down, right? All of this money, all of this comes out of that money. So whatever cash flow you got going on here, all of this money is coming out of that money. What happens? How do you replace it? How do you replace this money? How do you replace what's coming out of it every day, every week? How do you replace it? You go and you put more time in, hoping for a change. This is insanity, y'all. Stop doing it. You're missing 2 cycles. You need them. Because if you get money taken from here, money can be replaced. You understand what I'm saying? I'm sorry, I'm too far. Money can be replaced. Saying money is too much money coming out here. Money can be replaced. This is what's happening. You overwhelming your cash flow. You overwhelming it. So when you look, what I did, I overwhelmed my cash flow to the point where my job was paying me $178 a day. My PayPal was paying me 12 sales a day. I'm looking at my job and I'm looking at PayPal, and every time I go through traffic, I gotta sit at the desk and I gotta wait to take a call. Then I gotta wait to clock out, put myself on break, and then they complaining and fussing at me if I take too long. And I'm sitting here looking at this money sit, and I get off and I go back at it, and it's coming back in again. I did that for 3 days. And I mailed it to her, emailed it to her. And I never went back to work. Matter of fact, I did go back. I went back one more weekend, and I went back, like, I told them the last day I was going to work. I stopped working 7 days prior to the last day. But on the last day, they threw me a party. I never knew about it. And then I went back to work on that Saturday, and they're like, yo, we threw you a party. What happened? And I'm like, forget that party. I'm done. Like, I don't care nothing about that party at all. I was happy. I was happy, and I was just turning my physical copy in to my supervisor that day. I wasn't thinking about no party. I'm thinking about, I'm about to get up out of this building, and y'all have a good day. And I ain't never been back since. And you know what's happening now on my family and friends list? Every single person that was working at that job with me, first off, the company got shut down when COVID hit. So they all lost their jobs. Then the second thing that happened is that when COVID said it was going to open back up, everybody thought it was going to go back. But Comcast didn't want nobody because they're a $1 billion company. They don't need that location. Plus, it ain't producing enough anyway. You understand what I'm saying? So now they don't even know if they'll ever be able to go back to work. Some companies, some people that's in local business, they don't even know if they can open up their business. Some solo entrepreneurs have no idea when their next paycheck is going to hit. And it's one solution, the big reveal. You need some power cash flow in your life, and you need some prosperity cash flow in your life. We ain't even talk about prosperity. That's just, but I got a bonus video about prosperity behind that link when y'all click it. All right, so any questions? No way we can't pull that off. Right, yeah, like that's the bottom line. All right, I'm glad I seen that last comments. Let's get back to the nitty-gritty things. I like to have fun in business, y'all. I'm about to go to Orlando, and I'm about to be down there with my man. Eugene, you on here? Is Eugene on here somewhere? If Eugene is on here, Eugene set the yacht up because I'm coming to Miami, baby boy, in about 4 hours. About 8 more hours, probably 10 because I got to pack the rest of the stuff up. But I'll be down there, set the yacht up because we're having a family reunion on the yacht. Raise your hand. Put your hand in the air if you're in Florida already waiting for me to get down there. Put something in the chat. Let them see because the rock about to be real. We have fun on the team. Make a lot of money. Don't stress because I pay my team members while they train. Go find a guru that's doing that or that can know how to do it. Now, that's not even the good news. The good news is that this is just our front end cash flow. Every single person that comes in here, every single person that comes into our team, we have another stream of income from our network marketing company that pays us to protect our LLCs from consumer attacks when we get money. Isn't that something special? They paying us to protect us so people won't take our money. They paying us to do that. We like to pay a lot of money, and they pay every day too, every single day. So you're going to get paid daily in hordes. I'm trying to make you make more money in bigger chunks than you used to. You want that? If so, I'm inside. The link will be there in like 2 minutes. If not, good luck on your business ventures. It's your boy, Larry Wheelz. One more time, y'all. I'm going to let y'all listen to that. If you have any questions, leave them in the chat. If you don't have questions, don't leave them at all. I feel like this. All right. All right. So let's go with no matter. Sorry about that. But so yeah, y'all. So yeah, go check out link, and I'm gonna leave y'all with this. But other than that, let me just look, make sure I ain't got no questions.
All right, guys, we're going to have the master class coming up so that you guys can see me walk you through this process. You want to see me walk through the process. You want to see me walk my business partner through the process. You're going to see us single-handedly accumulate $300,000 in part 2 of the master class. That's the second half of the master class. First half of the master class. And we're going to do that using the power of the pen and nothing but business credit. This first half of the master class coming up, the first half of the master class, you're going to see us, you're going to see me create $300,000 in income using sales and marketing. You're going to understand that sales and marketing, if you start there, will leave you broke and it'll leave you stuck. If you start using your pen, build your business credit first. Let us walk you through it using our systematic process. You'll never start broke and you'll never get stuck. We'll be up next. See you guys on the inside. Peace.